Welcome to Highway Havoc, the podcast where adventure meets attitude. Buckle up, folks, because we're about to take the highway by storm. If you can't handle the language here, then you should probably find some other podcast. We're not for the faint of heart. Highway Havoc, we're on the move. Truckers and tales in trouble, that's what we prove. Laughs and life talks with special guests in tow. We're taking the highway and we're not going slow. Highway Havoc, to the city streets, we're bringing the heat and the stories that beat. Highway Havoc, it's a wild ride. Buckle up and let the good times collide. Highway Havoc.
Thank you for reminding me.
Oh, it is daylight there. You weren't a vampire. Look at that, eh?
Yeah, I'm in Michigan.
It's good to see you again, and I see Mark has officially recorded this now, so that's good.
You're in Michigan?
I'm in Michigan.
As I spoke to both of you earlier, it occurred to me, so what we're going to talk about today, I'll just start out here, is just since I've been doing this, I just hear so much jargon that is specific to the trucking industry, and I'm always having to ask what the heck you're talking about. It's like Jason mentioned recently a Super Bee, and I had to say, what is a Super Bee?
Super B's not really jargon, though, dude.
Well, it's what you call a certain
It's a
kind
B
of
train.
Well,
It's a-
B train is bigger than a Super Bee.
Right. Well, one's bigger than the other.
so it's just a truck and the trailers and right?
Right, yes.
So, okay. And there are a lot more of that going on. And Jason, you sent me a couple of pictures.
I did.
Haley, you said you have a list.
Well, yeah, because I was talking to you, the suicide jockey is somebody hauling hazmat. Usually something that explodes.
And spreads poison throughout the air everywhere.
Yeah, chlorine or chemical waste or just good old fashioned gasoline.
Yeah, something that explodes.
Somebody's pulling a flatbed trailer. We call it a skateboard.
That's what I'm pulling.
That's what you're
That's what
pulling.
that's what I was gonna say. That's what you're pulling. Skateboard,
Yeah.
huh?
And like we call a weigh station a chicken coop.
A weigh station?
Yeah,
As a-
where the DOT checks our weights.
Oh, that kind of weigh station. Weigh. Okay.
We call it a chicken coop because when it's closed, we've got a chicken loose on scale everybody detour.
But don't you always look forward to going past a weigh station that's closed?
Always. It's even better when we get the bypass. It's open, but we've got a sensor on the dash that, because there's weights on the highway.
Yeah, scales
So
on
if we cross the scale on the highway and everything's fine, and our CSAT score is high enough or low enough that they're not checking us on a regular basis, we will get a bypass and a green light, and we're able to go past even if it's open.
So let me clarify this to make sure I understand. The freeway itself has sensors that can determine the weight of a truck that goes over. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they
Yes.
determine weights. They can tell you if you have a low tire or a flat tire. They can tell if you're
Speeding?
Speeding, yep, that's right. Yeah, all kinds of
Yeah.
shit. They got infrared cameras as well to tell if you were wearing your seatbelt or if you just put it on because of the heat signatures.
They'll take your picture.
Yeah.
There's no escape.
No.
No.
They
And
take your pictures. They
it
can tell if you're
also
going to seatbelt. God,
So the freedom of the highway really isn't all that freedom, honestly.
it also keeps track of how long it was since you passed the last weigh station. Even if
Yeah.
the last weigh station was closed, it's going to log you through the system.
If
So
you go over sensors.
So if you go through the previous scale and the amount of time is too short between, they can also gig you for speeding.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we've always been saying throughout this podcast that the road is a metaphor for life, and this really, I guess, emphasizes that. That
And
it
people
is,
wonder why their groceries are so expensive.
and getting more so,
Yeah.
big time. But still, um, so what other kind of fun names do you have for different kinds of trucks? I mean, skateboard and Super B and things like that.
What we call like a Kenworth is a K Whopper.
A K Whopper,
K Whopper or Canny Whopper.
Kenny Whopper.
Um, International's a 13-letter shit spreader.
International.
13 letter shit spreader.
Yeah, because International originally made tractors, like farm
Farm
equipment.
tractors, yes.
Right.
Jason, you had a whole bunch of them too.
Not
Trying to
really.
remember.
Not as many as our guest. I can forget your name. Sorry.
Haley.
I'm Haley.
I know. I'm sorry.
Well, I've been sitting here at the Petro in um actually I'm just barely into Indiana with 6 other drivers from our company because we're running Walmart dedicated contract and we all have Sunday, Monday off. So we had like the big table in the back and I pulled out my tablet and I said, "All right, guys, let's brainstorm this."
Nice.
You wouldn't believe what they came up with. Like a choke and puke.
A what?
A
A ch
choke and puke.
choke and puke?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, fast food restaurant.
Oh, fast food re
That's a truck stop diner.
choke and puke. A truck stop diner. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I
Um,
remember what got me going on this was the time that was it Chuck and Jason and I were talking, and
Yeah, you heard lot lizard for the first time.
that was her lot lizard. Yeah. That was
commercial
good.
company.
Oh, what'd you say?
Commercial company.
Commercial company? Is that another name for a lot lizard?
Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
Some of the guys call her a wife for a night.
Wife. And there is laundry guys that'll do your own laundry for you. Those are called rent-a-wives.
Hmm. Or the girls that just want to ride with the driver and have the driver take care of them, and she will take care of the driver. Those
Right.
are ramp rats.
These are all new to me. Yeah, this is fun. I hope you don't mind the general population hearing about these things because this is too fun.
It's not a secret.
Yeah, so
Well, it's not a secret. Just it seems to be
It's not common
specific to
knowledge.
your. What's that now?
It's not common knowledge.
No, it's specific to this industry and, and what you're doing, but it's funny as all get out. Yeah. So
you know,
yeah.
generally people aren't running around talking that way anymore. It used to be for like blabbing on the CB and shit, right?
Yeah. Well, still blab on the CB.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Do you have a CB,
Yeah.
Jason?
I do, but I never ever turn it on unless it's bad weather.
Yeah, bad weather or when the traffic backs up, because if they've got a dead body on the road, you want to be able to get off the freeway because it's going to be closed for hours.
True.
They can't open the freeway until the body's been removed, and the body can't be removed until the coroner's been there and pronounced them dead.
That and they got to investigate the whole thing because if they move the
Yeah,
body, that's been disturbed. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Longest
it's
I ever
a,
was
it's a
hours.
How what?
I sat for 13 hours on US 50 in Utah.
Wow, that doesn't sound
Yeah.
like fun.
We just all went to bed, and
Yep.
then the state patrol came along and knocked on our doors.
Yep.
They told us, go to bed. Nothing's moving. Go to bed.
Yeah.
So Jason, I was noticing in one of your recent videos that you showed some pretty horrendous snow and roads that were backed up.
Right.
It, but you you say you enjoy driving in winter or not?
I fucking hate winter. Everybody hates winter. It's the
We don't
worst.
make any money in the wintertime.
Yeah. The only reason I might like winter is because it's more dramatical for videos. That's it. Other than that, I fucking hate winter, and I'm allergic to snow. So
You're allergic to
Yeah.
snow.
Seeing that people are like, why'd you move to Texas from Washington State? Well, they don't have white dirt in the wintertime.
Texas, you're in. Every time I'm in that fucking shitty state, it's fucking winter. It's horrible.
Yeah, but I live in South Texas.
Yeah.
Okay, we had 3 days last year that were less than 40 degrees.
Wow.
Okay.
We had one night where it frosted.
Huh.
One.
That's awesome.
So South Texas, just south of Houston, in
Okay,
Austin.
South Texas is like Corpus Christi, San Antonio,
Yeah, okay.
and we live south of there, which is the Rio Grande Valley. So I'm 5 hours south of San Antonio,
Okay. That's
south of South Texas.
yeah, I know that's when I went in the Air Force, I spent some time in San Antonio, the base there. That was my experience with
But
Texas.
if you look at the way the state is shaped,
Yeah,
we live at the bottom of the armpit of Texas.
okay. I moved back to Fort Worth and had to spend a couple years there after that, and so the term armpit um, really strikes because it's like Jason's going through right now, and that weather in Phoenix, it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Not that. I mean, it's warm, but it's not like it was all summer. So, yeah.
So
Well, it's like
30,
we've also got like names for the different cities.
Right?
The
Shaky
Shaky Town,
Cowtown's Calgary. Like,
um, Mile High for Denver.
yeah.
If you talk about going into the city, just the city, that's New York.
New York, yeah.
See, my husband came up with a bunch of them. The Windy City,
Yeah,
Chicago.
Chicago, yeah.
So the Gay Bay,
Yep.
San Francisco.
Oh,
I'm
so yeah.
sorry, did that one hit wrong?
No, it's just funny. Just, the rhyming part of it, I guess, is just funny.
The Dome is Houston. I don't think they call it that anymore. I don't even think the Dome's there anymore.
Huh.
So any more truck nicknames?
I can't think of anything.
So
Bull haulers.
bull haulers?
A
Bull
bull hauler.
haulers,
Yeah.
which is anybody that's hauling any type of livestock.
Or there's
Okay.
as well.
And bull haulers also have special regulations. They have different hours of service and that kind of thing because they're hauling livestock.
Yeah.
So if we're not in a bull hauler, the only thing that we can have come off our truck is water or feathers, where they are allowed whatever comes out of the truck comes out of the truck because animals do that.
No, I was just going through these pictures you sent me, and the one that you sent me of the flat deck Super B,
Right.
and that looks like it's just two trailers.
It is. But the thing is, there's 3 axles with a fifth wheel on it. Right. So that lead trailer has a fifth wheel attached to it. And a B train would have 2 axles with a fifth wheel attached to it. You know what an axle is, right? Where the
I do know what an axle is, yes. I'm not that out of it. I
Well,
know
it's
what
like
it
I
is.
was explaining to Mark on the phone the other day. I could not find my husband could not find the picture. I have a picture of my dad hauling a 300,000 pound transformer up
Nice.
to the Grand Coulee Dam.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he had, I think it was 11 Jeeps and 10 tags.
Wow.
So he had like 23 axles under it.
That's wild.
So, but he didn't know what a Jeep or a tag was, and I was hoping I could find the picture so he knew what they look like.
Yeah. A Jeep is just a real tiny short piece of trailer.
But it's got a fifth wheel on it, so it's a
And-
fifth wheel and a fifth wheel and a fifth wheel and a fifth wheel.
And
So
the
it's
reason
just like,
that spread the weight out more, right? So
yeah,
so they
you can't have more than like, what is it, 20,000 pounds per axle.
right, yeah.
So where is the Grand Coulee Dam now? That's
It's
not
in Washington State.
in the
Okay,
States.
yeah, because I mistook that for the Hoover Dam.
Yeah,
I
that's
think,
in
That's in Nevada.
yeah, that's
Coulee is up off of the Columbia.
Haley. How long have you been driving?
Um, I got my CDL in 95. I started driving over the road in 97. I got my farm license in 78, 79. I was 14 when I got my farm license.
Hmm.
And I drove triple hay wagon.
Triple
So
hay wagon?
yeah, so 48-foot trailers from field to field and then to the barns.
Wow.
and
And
those are considered an A train, right?
I
Is it
I
where
was
the pedal hits right, and then it went into like an A, right? I'm trying to explain to Mark what an A train was, but
yeah, I have no idea. An A train.
the, we just used normal uh dollies. So we had a dolly between the trailers. We didn't even use because we were going from I was only going down the farm road maybe 3 or 4 miles. The trailers didn't even have lights.
right. But how did
The
they,
truck I drove didn't have any glass.
that's
You
awesome.
mean no windshield?
No windshield, no side glass. It had a 5.4 and a 3 triplex. I sat on a milk crate because it didn't have a seat. It was a farm truck. It was an old 59 Jimmy cab over.
And this is when you were 14?
Yeah. I started driving at 12, but I couldn't get my farm license till I was 14
And then you got your CDL
in
90.
95. Yeah.
Okay. Jason, that's about the same time you, right? Or you were doing
I was 98.
98 when you got your first.
Yeah, I was 98. Yeah, when I got mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't need a
Well, and
farm license.
I drove a yard truck. It was a day cab, dogging trailers in the mill through high school. So we took 34s and I had to back between buildings into loading docks to load paper and then put the sets together so that the guys could pull the triples out of the mill. But I didn't need a CDL for that because I never left the mill property. They don't let the kids do that anymore.
They
I
don't let
wouldn't.
kids do anything anymore.
I know. I made good money. I was able to buy all my own gas and pay my car insurance and buy clothes and music and
Yep.
And this
yeah,
goes in back to the 70s or 80s?
it was the 80s. I graduated from high school in 85, so this was like 82, 83, 84, 85. You know, and anytime we have trouble backing in and somebody starts giving us garbage for, messing up backing in, and we just tell them, dude, it's my second week.
That's my first day. That's what I tell people.
It's my second week. Leave me alone.
Or if you do really good and everyone just can't believe it, you tell them not bad for my first time.
Oh, which I would much rather back between two trucks than when they send you down to the loading dock that's number 41 and there isn't a single truck backed in anywhere. I cannot get it. I couldn't back in there if you put hair on it. I
For me, it's the
tell you,
side loading docks, the ones that are on a curve, like like the I don't know how to explain it. They're not like a straight backup. There's like they're angled, and another one's here. Another, you know what I mean? So you
yeah.
swear to God, they're lined up. You go back there, and you got like 8 feet on one side, the other side's touching the wall, but it looks straight. It's not though. It's
Mhm.
just ridiculous.
Well, the passenger side is always going to be the most correct.
Okay.
So if you're looking at your passenger mirror and that one looks straight, more than likely you're straight. But if you look in the driver's side and think you're straight, you're in an angle. I
Hmm,
don't know why.
weird. Never thought of it that way.
Yeah. And also look at your trailer. Is the trailer the same size in both mirrors? So,
Well, as I've said a few times in the past, this whole podcast is it treats the road like life. I mean, this is what we said before, that the road is a metaphor for life. And
Mhm.
I find myself thinking a lot more like you guys in that Jason has taught me an awful lot. And I mentioned to you the last time we talked about me getting onto a highway at an entrance, and here's a great big Kenworth right next to me, and he is slowing down, I think. And so I speed up like crazy to get in front of him. Then I wave at him. And didn't you say something about waving is like the universal greeting or something?
Yeah, you just wave. And then if he flashed his lights at you, he said thank you.
No, I didn't see the flashing lights, but maybe I wasn't paying attention.
It's okay.
Well, I
And
think,
we encourage you to get out of the way because, it's probably the most dangerous thing that people do is they get up beside us and they sit next to those trailer tandems.
Yeah,
Okay, that trailer tandem has a recap on it.
some of them.
So if you're in any of the big companies, you're pulling a recap. And those things come off. And they come off at 60 miles an hour. It is now a missile. So, they always talk about the no zone. There's a reason for that. We're not just being facetious. It's, we don't want you to die.
And that's another name for jargon there, Mark, is an alligator. That's a retreaded tire that's come
an
off.
alligator,
Yeah.
it's a retread that has come off.
Yeah, it's
You
come
see them
off.
in the road?
You see the treads laying in the middle of the road. You're wondering what the fuck. It looks like an alligator, so you call it an alligator.
What was it? You were going through Vegas
Right.
recently and you ran over or something like that?
Yeah, well, it wasn't the alligator, but there was chunks of rubber there that I ran over, and it's fucking broke all the little plastic fittings that are underneath this bullshit new truck. I shouldn't say bullshit new truck. I like this truck, but the chintzy parts they're putting on these new trucks, they're all plastic. So the chunks of tire that hit the plastic pieces broke off some airlines going to my air dryer. So yeah.
Those sound dangerous. I don't know if I've ever seen one fly off of a truck.
And why the hell people got to hang around big trucks? Period. I'll never get. They just don't realize at all. They don't feel threatened because everything's good. But then when shit hits the fan, oh, I don't know what happened. Well, fucking stay away from me.
And it's like Haley, you said about that woman who was texting.
There's things you don't want to do, don't want to have it going on when you're driving. One of them is you don't ever want to drive while you're angry. Okay. And you don't want to speed in certain areas. Like coming down off a mountain pass is really not the time to be speeding. Down on the straight stretch, you want to do 80 miles an hour, more power to you. But if you're on a 6% downgrade with 30-mile-an-hour curves, the last thing you want to be doing is speeding. And then texting and driving. And guess what? She was doing all three. She lost control of her car, hit me. I went off a cliff. Took me 6 years to get back to work.
Wow.
Whoa.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
And you said you got the blame for that?
She tried to. It shows in the police report where she said that I was passing another truck and changed lanes over the top of her. The only problem was the damage was to the driver's side front corner panel of her car.
Wow.
She was facing the wrong way when she hit me.
She
So,
spun around.
She came behind me. So she came behind me to the passenger side because I saw her and I lost sight of her. So I looked to the right, still didn't see her. She hit the gravel on that side. It spun her. She came back behind me, hit the grass on the driver's side, spun her around the other direction, and then she hit my steer tire, basically,
Wow.
which broke the steering linkage. You know that U joint that comes up out of the steering box and attaches to the steering rod? Yeah, it looked like somebody cut it with an X-Acto knife.
Wow.
Whoa.
So I had nothing.
That's insane.
And of course, the road curved to the left. I took out 85 feet of guardrail.
Huh. That's crazy.
You just take the wheel. I just let go. I mean, you're going over.
Yeah.
Just tried to keep the glass off me.
Yeah, just keep from getting damaged even more than you know it's going to be.
Yeah. I did not expect to live through it. I did not expect to survive. I didn't go all the way to the bottom though either. The trifecta of stupid things to do, just don't drive angry, pull over, go get a cup of coffee, get a drink of water, do whatever. Don't drive mad. Absolutely don't text and drive. And there's certain areas you just don't want to be speeding.
Yeah, all of those. But that goes for everybody. Yeah,
Yeah.
it goes for everybody.
We call it the rule of tonnage. So say you're going to make a right-hand turn and they put the stop lines way back. So the cars that's to your right should stop way back from the light. But and you swing out and you start to make that right-hand turn, and then that person that's sitting at that stop line decides they're going to pull forward, and you're now nose to nose with that person because they have moved into the space that you need. I will set my brakes, pull out my book, do whatever, because like my husband says, the rule of tonnage now applies.
Yeah.
I'm bigger. And
Right.
I'm not going anywhere. You figure it out.
So when you're not working, you're driving, civilian again. Do you still find yourself driving like you're driving your truck?
Yes. We always take quarters way.
I did not back up my pickup to save my life.
It's funny.
When you're turning right, you're going very wide and all this.
Yep.
Yes.
All my family, they're always like, "What are you doing? You're taking these corners, so what?" I'm like, "I don't know. I thought I was driving normal."
It's just ingrained.
My husband will reach over and he'll go, "Honey, you're in the pickup. Shut up."
Then I'm in my little pickup. I always think that I'm in a go-kart, so I'm just balls to the walls everywhere in it. And then I get on the Harley, it's even worse. So yeah.
Well, he laughs at me because I will make wide turns and I'll golf cart. Because where we go get our mail, you go down the street and then you have to turn left into this. It's a ramp for the golf cart to go over by the swimming pool and the mailbox and all of that. And I will swing all the way over to the right side of the street so I make that turn. And he laughs at me.
Well, it's just goes to what gets ingrained, and I think we all do that to a degree. Not being a truck driver, I can't say that I do any of that, but maybe I've brought a few bad habits with me anyway.
In your case, if you hook onto a little tent trailer with your car, you'd probably start running over curbs with it because you wouldn't take them wide enough.
I don't think I've ever had a trailer of any kind on my cars. And I probably could, but don't see any
I
reason.
remember going camping with my ex-husband, and he was the man, so he's going to back it in. Even though
Okay.
this is what I do for a living, okay? You can ask Tina about her dad,
Okay.
okay? So the kids and I would walk up to go pay, and then when we would get back, we would figure out what all he had done and how stuck he was. And he would throw the pickup keys at me and say, "Fine, you do it," and stomp off. I never said a word. He's going to back it in. That's a fight to have. You can see the fight coming, so we just walk away. You go ahead and do that. Just go right ahead. And then I'll fix it.
All right.
That's funny.
This has been a lot of fun. Haley, I knew it would be. The subject I knew would bring up some good stories, and this has been a lot of fun, and I appreciate it. And we have been recording this. I have to just check to make sure I haven't goofed up again.
No, you were recording. When Jason came back, I saw it come back up. So
Yeah, I took it off pause.
I'm sorry to stay for a moment, but so.
And
Okay.
it does say record. I got a button here that says recording, and we have just a couple minutes left. So anyway, this has been a fun. But this is exactly what I want. Something entertaining like this is what everybody likes, and so I appreciate that. And so where are you off to next, Haley?
I am running Walmart distribution out of Clearwater, Michigan for the next 5 days, Tuesday through Saturday. Just we get paid a daily rate to do it. Everybody has to take turns. It's not my favorite thing to do because it's a lot of little 70 miles here, 100 miles there, and dealing with a lot of flatlanders trying to get in and out of the stores. So,
Okay, Flatlanders, more jargon. Is it?
oh, sorry. People in their personal vehicles.
Oh, okay. I've heard a lot of terms like four-wheelers.
Four-wheelers, yeah. Um, yeah, I'm from the left coast, so a lot of mountains out there. So we deal with a lot of people out here that are used to flat ground.
Hmm.
So again, anybody that doesn't drive very well, we say they're flatlanders because they, yeah.
I
Like I was
get it.
trying to back into the door at a store, and a lady pulled up behind my trailer because she wanted to run in and grab something, and I'm trying to back in, so I had to like catch her and
Okay.
tell her that she can't park there because she's like, well, I'm just going to be a minute. I'm like, okay, your minute is up. You got to move because, I was in motion. I had to dynamite the brakes so I didn't hit her. So,
Okay, Flatlanders. That's a new term. We'll add that to the list. All right. Hey, I have to stop it now. We've just got a few seconds left, and I'd rather stop it than have it cut off. Haley, again, thank you so much. Haley-Jo or Haley? Does it
either's
matter?
fine.
Okay.
Legally, it's Haley-Jo, but I mean, I'm not that pretentious.
Okay. All right. You take care, and I will let you know when we're ready to go on this. And when it gets
All
up,
right.
probably my goal is the end of the week.
Oh, awesome.
All right. Talk to you later. Jason,
Thank
I'll
you.
talk to you again soon. Jason,
Jason.
Jason.
Man's gotta have a code. All that glitters ain't gold. Everything that can be sold will be sold. You can't win if you fold. Life is chess, not checkers. You're always gonna have some hecklers. So put your hands together for your real friends. My ego is so big I don't think I can fit in a Benz. And I got more fans than friends. People love to pretend, and man, it's so crazy. Everybody be calling me, trying to be my baby, talking about how I'm so amazing, but I don't really see it that way. I just gotta be a good person at the end of the day. They say the good die young, but it looks like I'm here to stay. They say the good die young, but it looks like I'm here to stay. I've seen it all before. Can't hurt me no more. Yeah. Please don't waste my time. I'm a little more clever now. Got a heart hitting big, deep bass. You can hear my speakers from miles away. My flow's like rivers, so fast, so great. All your fakes better get out the way. Got a heart hitting big, deep bass. You can hear my speakers from miles away. My flow's like rivers, so fast, so great. All your fakes better get out the way. Got a heart hitting big, deep bass. You can hear my speakers from miles away. My flow's like rivers, so fast, so great. All your fakes better get out the way. Got a heart hitting big, deep bass. You can hear my speakers from miles away. My flow's like rivers, so fast, so great. All your fakes better get out the way. Got a heart hitting big, deep bass. You can hear my it out the way.
You betcha.